This segment is sponsored by Lascko Services. I am joined by Brent Lascko, and traditionally we talk about a variety of issues that impact the way you live within your home. Today we're going to talk about the water that enters your home. Did you know it could be doing a number on your plumbing, and that perhaps a water treatment system is in order? Hello.
Perfect. Hi, how you doing?
Perfect. We're here in the basement where
Yes.
in a home where somebody has made the choice to go for a water treatment system. But let's talk about what the problems are first before we get to the fix.
So a lot of the problems are nuisances. So you can have spots, white spots on your plumbing fixtures like shower heads, kitchen sinks, faucets, that type of stuff. You can also have stains as far as colors like reds, browns, things like that, which is iron. So those are nuisances, and they also cause changes in how they taste, smell, things like that. And then we get beyond the nuisances, and then you have health things that can be taken care of too.
Not only that, the gunk that is deposited can impact everything that has water going in and out of it, right? The dishwasher, the sink, the
wash machine,
tell me.
yes,
Yeah.
exactly.
You've been in all of them.
The gunk
Yeah.
can get into everything. So what this does here, this water softener, which is right here, what that does is takes the gunk out. So it takes hardness, some iron, some other things. So the big stuff, the big gunk, takes it out before it goes through the system and then comes over to, this happens to be a tankless water heater, which has very small passages inside of it that get susceptible to iron and hardness, and it plugs it up. So when you put the investment into a tankless water heater, like people talk about to save fuel, when they get plugged up, then you have a lot of maintenance, and it also nuisances, where it doesn't work.
Oh, there's one other piece of equipment in this house that we need to talk about.
So that's an RO filter, commonly known as an RO system. Makes filtered water, and what that does is takes the water out of the water softener, which takes the big gunk out, and then that finally filters it again to get most everything out of the water. Chemicals, PFAS, a lot of those things, it greatly reduces it, and some things it totally eliminates. So that you just use for your drinking water, and then the water softener and all this is for the rest of the home, for your body, washing dishes, washing clothes, things like that.
Now, how do I know the right treatment system for my needs?
So that depends on the water that you have in your home. This one happens to be a city water softener. They have city water here. So it actually has two tanks. One is a water softener, and the other one is a carbon filter to take the chlorines and some other chemicals, tastes and odors out before it goes through the house. If you have a well, then you usually have iron in it, hardness, tannins, some other things that are bad nuisances there. So it depends on the water analysis on what you actually need for your home. So we'll come in and test for all the things that are nuisances, minor chemicals, and then everything else. If you really want to know what's in your water, that would be a lab, have to be sent out to a lab. But we do all the nuisances. So things that smell, things that plug things up, the gunk, we can take those things out.
Got it. How about maintenance then on a unit like this? What do I have to do?
So for water softeners, they do take salt, which this is a salt bin. You usually have about a bag, which is a 40-pound bag that you can get just about anywhere of salt a month. So you have that for maintenance. And then if you have very bad water coming in, sometimes you actually will have to take these apart and clean them manually. But 90% of all homes, you're putting salt in it, and make sure you do that, and that's about it. Now the RO filters, there are cartridges that you do have to change. Some of them are every 6 months, some of them are every 2 years.
All right, quality of life, functionability of the equipment in the home, and perhaps even health issues. Reason enough to consider adding that system to your home. And if you want to learn more about it or make an appointment to have the folks from Lascko come out and check out your system, it's lasckoservices.com, lasckoservices.com. Thank you so much.
Thank you.